Hi, I'm Karuna Kochar. I get asked a lot, Karuna, where do you draw your strength from? How are you so positive? How are you able to do so many things and speak so well? I think life is the biggest teacher, and the answer to this question also lies in my past. I was perhaps in sixth standard when my dad lost everything overnight due to a family feud. There were no papers, there were no legalities that were taken care of because of which he was protected. And we went from having everything one day to having absolutely nothing the next. Um, I remember my dad going back to his family, requesting to reconsider, what has been done because he has two daughters to care for. And I remember one of my uncles telling him in front of me that, someday you're going to be on the street and your daughters may not have clothes to cover themselves up. So that time you can come knocking on my door and I will give you some of my daughter's old clothes and maybe some leftover food from my kitchen. For a child in sixth to see her dad break down, to see her dad face such wrath from his own family was heartbreaking, heart-wrenching. I didn't know a lot that time, but the one thing I knew was this: my dad is never going to be on the street, at least not for as long as I am alive. I started working when I was in eighth. I took tuitions. I earned probably 500 rupees a month only, but to me, I believed that that made a difference to my family. I draw my strength from my parents. I completely owe everything I am to them. They went through hell. I watched them sob in their rooms every night, but wake up with a smile every morning and wake us up with a smile every morning. Mom worked very hard, relentlessly every single night, late into the night. Dad started, milking cows. He opened a dairy, and I saw someone who had 3 drivers, 2 cars, suddenly have to take a ride on a moped. But they did it with a smile, and they did it for us. And I think that's the source of my strength. The fact that I had parents who stood up for me no matter what, who taught me everything I know and didn't teach me theoretically, they taught me practically. They went through so much and never, ever, ever let it touch us. We were cushioned right from day one. So everything I write, everything I feel, everything I'm able to express, everything I'm able to speak about, and all the positivity that you're seeing in me is because I come from really strong parents. I have seen my parents be the pillar of strength, even though they had absolutely nothing. At one point of time, they didn't know where the next meal would come from, and they had absolutely no one to help. But they did it, and they did it for me. So yes, this is where I draw my strength from. I also get told a lot of times, sharing your vulnerabilities make you look weak. Why are you doing it? Why are you taking, to social media to share about what happened to you? But, you should forget the past and move on. Absolutely. I have forgotten and I have forgiven the people who did this, and I've forgotten about things like that. But what I haven't forgotten are the lessons it taught me, because my past is such a big part of who I am today. I cannot let that be sidelined. And no, talking about what happened to me, talking about my vulnerabilities does not make me weak. It makes me stronger, because it tells that I have learned from what it was. I have learned from it. I haven't let it damage me. I haven't let it take me back, and I'm not trying to hide it from the world. I want to share this because I want more people to know that no matter what happens, you can rise above the ashes. We rose above the ashes that were supposed to bury us, and you can do it too. And all it takes is courage. Set your target. Know where you want to go. Know what you want to do, and everything else will just become noise. Nothing can stop you if you decide to go, to move ahead and do it because you want to do it. My journey as a writer, my journey as a mentor, my journey in the corporate world, or whatever I'm doing today, will only have relevance if I do it from an honest heart. It is who I am, and it is who I believe I am. The first person you need to be true to is yourself. And if you are true to yourself, the world does not matter. So go right on, pull along, and just push along. Do what you have to do to be where you have to be. And nobody else in the world should have a say in it. This is your story to write. You write it the way you want to write it. Don't let the world decide this for you. And I really hope, to people out there who are going through similar situations, to people out there who are facing the same challenges, to people out there who find themselves alone and nobody to support, guess what? The biggest support you will find is in you. Look within to fight externally. The strength lies inside. So yes, go out there and do what you have to do, because who else would, right? Thank you so much, and a very happy Women's Day to you.